Welcome back to SpadeCardMagic. Today I'm going to teach you a really cool beginner card trick. So before I begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get started. Alright, so the spectator can start off by selecting any card. Let's say they select this card right here. So now I can just show you guys while I insert it back inside the deck. And now just cut it to lose it, and we can even give it some shuffles like so, just to completely lose your card even more. So now I'm just going to mix up the deck entirely by messing it up so it's face up going into face down cards just like this, just so the deck is all wild. So now we're not going to know where your card is. So now right here, as you can see, we have some face up to face up cards. And now down here we have some face down to face down cards. However, in some spots we have some face down to face up cards. So now what we can do is, just like that, the whole deck is fixed. So now if we look at it again, everything is face down except for one card, the 2 of clubs. Alright, this trick is very simple. So start off by having your spectator select any card. So let's say they select this card right here, and it's the 10 of diamonds. So all you want to do is control that card to the bottom of the deck. But first, you can control it to the top and then shuffle it down to the bottom, which that's what I did in the performance. So in the performance, to control it to the top, I used the double undercut. However, you don't have to use something that basic. You can use something like the classic pass, or you can leave the card on top of the deck and do a false shuffle. However, here I'll just teach the double undercut. So for the double undercut, all you want to do is get the card and put it a little above half, so it's like this, like 2/3 up, and then all you want to do is push it in so it's sticking out roughly that far, and then with your thumb here you want to push it down so it's just like that, nothing more, then push forward, and it'll create that nice hole. And then what you want to do is come in with your other hand and then cut half below the break, like so. So half below the break like that. And then the second time in, you want to come in and take everything at the break. So at the break, I take everything, and as you can see, that is their card. So now you don't want to reveal that, of course. And then what I did in the performance is I used the overhand shuffle, and I obviously started with just one card, like so, which is their card. And then the rest can just be a random increments of cards, just like this. And now, once you have their card on the bottom, any way you know how to, what you're going to do from here is explain that you're going to shuffle the deck face up to face down cards. So what you're going to begin doing is just taking random sections of cards like so as you spread, flipping it, and then as you hold it like this, you want to flip it back, and then just keep doing that. And you want to make sure that the cards aren't going into the wrong side. So the face down cards stay with the face down, and the face up stay with the face up. It's just so it doesn't end up getting messed up later. And then as you get down to the last few cards, the last card will be their card, because that was the card on the bottom of the deck. So for this one, you want to do something a little bit different. Instead of putting it with the other face down cards, what you want to do is you want to casually do this, and then this is their card. You want to put it on top. So this is the only card that goes on the separate stack. So this is their card, the 10 of diamonds. Instead of going face down with the face down stack, you're going to slip this on top of the face up pack, like so. And then so the spectator isn't directly staring at it, what you're going to be doing here is you can just casually turn it over and square it up. Alright, so from here, what you're going to do is you're going to take the deck at the break, which you'll be able to get, because cards, when they're cut, they naturally bend in one direction. And as you can see, because we have a face up to face down card, it creates a natural break in the deck. So that's a face down and that's a face up. So they create a natural break, and you can kind of see that right there. So what you're going to be doing is looking for that and feeling for that. So it's going to be pretty easy to grab. All you have to do is lightly feel and then grab. And as I can see, I actually do it. So right there, I grab it again. And you want to just practice that and making sure you don't mess that up. So now, don't be worried if your cards don't have that, because most cards actually have that. Because cards like this will always be cut in a certain direction. And they'll always bow, which actually helps it. So before the trick starts, you can actually bend your cards heavily in one direction, and that will make this bow a little more pronounced. So anyways, once you see that, a little thing you can do before that is you can take a little chunk above it without actually taking that seam and showing that you have some face up to face up cards, and then taking cards well below that break, so right down here, and then saying you have some face down to face down cards, and then cutting at that break, which is right here, and then saying you have some face down to face up cards. Then as you say that, you want to take the side you cut off and put it and flip it over 180 degrees. So that can be done by grabbing the left side like so, inner left side, and then you want to flip this 180. So you place this side down, the right side down, and then you flip it over, and then you place this side regularly on top. And now you say that it would be cool if they all are facing the same direction now. And that's exactly what happens. And you can even have the spectator spread the cards now. And now the spectator will obviously have to poke around a little bit, and their card will be the only one face up. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time with Spade Card Magic.